Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Grumpy Vlogger Live.
Well, hello everyone. I'll bring in the guests. I want to say hi to everybody. I want to introduce my buddy here. This is his name is, believe it or not, Old Joe. Yeah, hello there. How you doing? I'm Old Joe, and I'm smarter than the one in the lighthouse. Are you really? Well, I like to think so. Anyways, I'm just gonna say hi to everyone, and y'all. Hey, this is a family-friendly show, so let's try to be nice, okay? Oh, wait a minute, that sounds like a shithead in the lighthouse, doesn't it? Yeah, well, okay. F him. See you guys later. All right, let me put Joe up real quick. Set him over here, and let me just go ahead and bring in both a bunch of dummies. That's right. Yeah. Let me just go ahead and bring in my co-host. And none other than Mr. Art Carlson. Hey, buddy. You know, Joe did want me to ask you something, Art. Whoops, shit. I moved my mic out of the way when I had to put Joe up, because there's not enough room here. But Art, Joe wanted me to ask you something.
Oh?
Well, yeah, he wanted to know if you've ever, performed the act with me.
Oh yeah, every Sunday afternoon I perform an act.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I know. that was just wrong. Margie TV,
Hey,
welcome.
Margie. She just had a birthday recently. Happy birthday,
well,
Margie.
Happy birthday. Yeah.
And Tater, taking on
Tater
that
Rogers
storm.
Yes, and let's just get. You don't have your hand up Art's button too, do you? No, I don't. I can't do that. Well, virtually maybe, but that's that's from way far away. Let's go ahead and bring in our special guest tonight, our special Hurricane Ida storm reporter, all the way from Louisiana, none other than the Mr. Tater Rogers.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey, Tater.
Hey, not much.
Good to see you.
Hey, we're still fighting Ida here.
Are you?
So far, so good. It looks like it turned and dog-legged and went up toward Tennessee, and it's kind of hitting North Mississippi and coming through there. So
right.
We're kind of getting some of the backwash off of it. So
back up, yeah.
So far,
how high have the winds been in your area?
They've been probably 30, 40 miles an hour, probably, if I had to guess. Sustained, they're about 22, but they usually
about 22. Oh.
Yeah, so
that's just a summer. That's just a summer storm around here.
Yeah,
I do have some photos from Johnny Drone Flyer of the damage he sustained. So if you don't mind, I could share that.
He's in Louisiana too, isn't he? Johnny Drone Flyer.
He is. He's in Hammond.
Yeah.
Hammond. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I remember
that. Yeah. Excellent. Hey, just a minute, but let me go ahead and do the shout out to everybody, because I Old Joe, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'll tell you about that in a minute. But anyways, Jody at Drone Shots, Trevor, you two are early. You were here early on. Glenn, T-Bird, Thunderbird 6, glad you can make it. And Jim Beauchart. And he sent me a picture. I'll try and show it here in a minute. He bought one of my Grumpy Vlogger Show t-shirts. So, nice. And I appreciate the support. Yeah. And let's see who else we got here. We got Jim Beauchart. We got none other than Chris, Doc Murdoch.
Right, Doc
and
Murdoch.
he waved his magic audio wand, and it apparently worked.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what I did to prepare for the show. Yeah, really. I mean, after all. Mike B, a.k.a. the Drone Ranger. And let's see, Drone Life RC, welcome. And Okie Tom, the winner of your show, winner of the power bank.
Solar power.
Solar power
bank.
Cool, man. Those things are really awesome.
Yeah. And I know that the thing is rigged because he apparently has an anti-grump monitor on the wheel, because every time he spins that friggin' thing, I never win. I mean, I never have won. The only time I won was my buddy Grant in Australia won it, and then he said send it to Lloyd because you don't want to send it all the way to Australia. So I won it by proxy.
Well,
and Maddie.
Yeah. Hey, Maddie.
You know, so anyways, I'll quit whinging. And Oz by Drone, Greg, my buddy. Glad to have you on here. And let's see, I said Okie Tom. There's Artco again. God, he shows up in all of these streams.
Then there's
Steve,
just like Possum.
Eat more possum.
And of course, Eat More Possum. Yes, I was just getting to that. And Margie TV, welcome and happy birthday. I'm not going to sing. I'll leave that up to Art. Or let's see. The Steve, hello from Woodstock, Georgia. All right. Is that it? Maddie's Drone World, Okie Tom. I think I covered everybody. Man, we're off to
Dre, Recovery Drone.
Dre. Oh, Dre, I'm sorry. Yeah, there it is right there. I see. Dre at Recovery Drones. How you doing? Glad you're here. So I'm going to try and make this a semi-not rant show tonight like I did last week. Yeah. But if you want to join in, don't feel inhibited because, you know, I could say a lot, but, you know.
Yes, she can.
There's a lot to rant about these days. I get it.
Oh, my God, yeah. Did you see my show last week,
I didn't
Tater?
catch it. Oh, I'm still backlogged on trying to catch up watching everybody's content.
Yeah. Well, it was about an hour and a half bitch fest by me.
Oh.
Marathon show. Yep.
Yeah, it was a marathon show, and I didn't stop until I finally just said, that's it. Dre said he came for the rant. Well, you may get a little, you know, because I do have a lot to rant about. So,
did you feel better?
Well, I did until I saw the news the next day, and then I was pissed off all over again. I just can't. Well, it was before the attack on Kabul Airport. So,
yeah,
you know, so it was, and I have a streamer going down here. Prayers out to those that are still stuck there because, and prayers, especially more importantly at the moment. I don't know. It's right at this moment. There's more people affected by Hurricane Ida than the ones left over there, but the ones left over there stand a bigger chance of dying than the ones currently, you know, in dealing with the hurricane. So, Brad Alston, welcome, my friend. So, yeah, it was. It's been a crazy news week. I mean, this is just like.
Isn't it tomorrow over there now? So it's the deadline is the 31st.
No. Oh, it's over. They're out. They pulled out. They pulled out early. They left.
Said.
Yeah, exactly. No, they pulled out early. It was officially announced that and guys, you guys know my position. If you saw my show last week, you know that I'm not going to put on a tinfoil hat, you know, and go down that road. I'm not that far over there, but you know, being a veteran and Tater, you understand that too.
That's my brothers and sisters over there.
That's right. Those all the military is gone now. The only ones left there are civilians that couldn't get to the airport. And they're going to negotiate with the Taliban to get them out there.
I thought we didn't negotiate with terrorists. What happened to that? Is that just me, or did I hear that somewhere sometime? I'm not.
It used to be the belief of this country, but now with all the woke brainwashing, you know, and I apologize to my liberal viewers. I really do, but
we still love you.
I think America. Yeah, we do, and I respect you for having a different opinion than mine, even if it's the wrong opinion.
And they would say the same thing about us. You know.
They would say exactly. Let me give you an example. I talked about this on Art Show yesterday. We got new furniture this week or this weekend. Judy, one day she felt good, and I took her to the doctor, and then brainworthing, Yeah, it's washing. There, you forgot the S. It's washing. Yeah, WARSHING. I saw your spelling on the Ken Heron members only stuff. I like that.
That's right.
I told
That's
that MR Ducks. I told that to Judy, and I thought she was going to die laughing. She just thought that was hilarious.
I'm glad it made her laugh, man. That was worth
Yeah, it did. It did. She says, I said, Mr. Duck, and I said, MR Ducks. She goes, oh my God. Yeah. She says, where's he from? I said, Louisiana. Of course, Judy's got she has a bit of a hillbilly accent. I picked up her accent. She picked up mine. So we're kind of halfway between an Ozark accent and a Coloradan accent.
Oh, bless your heart.
Well, yeah, bless my heart. Yeah, I know. No, she's actually from Oklahoma. She's born and raised here, but her daddy and her mom were from that part of the country, and they have her dad. Good Lord, when she would get to talking with him. Yeah, I know. I forgot to put on the hillbilly music. I'm sorry. I forgot to I didn't have time. I was testing my audio. Greg, he's over there.
He's missing.
Oh, no, that was okay. Yeah, that was awesome. I thought I saw Okie Tom come up. Yeah, who else did we see? Bob Casey, welcome to the show.
Bob Casey.
But anyways, she'd get on the phone and talk with her dad, and he had one of these slow, just southern, gonna tell a lot. He could take a 5-minute story and make it last a half an hour.
Dang right. Sounds like what's his name? On the Duck Dynasty, the air conditioner.
Oh yeah. And well, she'd talk with him. Now she'd get hello, Blind Neil, welcome. She'd get to talking with him, and then she'd get off the phone, and I couldn't understand I said, hey, Judy. She goes, yeah. I said, you ain't talking to your daddy anymore. You need to start talking, understandable Okie, not hillbilly. She goes, she says, all right, yeah, I kind of picked up the way. I said, no, go on, speed it up a little bit. And they have their own, and she'd pick it up. She'd only, she may only talk to him for 30 minutes, but my God, she'd get off there and I couldn't understand her.
I got an aunt like that. We don't call her much because that's a 2-hour call.
Yeah. And welcome, Chris Wedgeworth. Yeah. So, but yeah, I what I was going to say was we bought this furniture. Judy, I took her to the doctor and she was feeling good. She said she wanted to stop and look at some furniture at the furniture store, and so we ended up buying a new living room suite. Yeah. Nice. Well, we bought a couch. And a chair and an ottoman, and it's one of them mini sectionals. It's just a couch with a chase footer on it. So anyway, nothing big. And so my son-in-law, or my son-in-law, hell, my son's sister-in-law, we were giving her the old couch, and she was coming to get it, and she's one of these far left bleeding heart liberals, and they all wore she brought over her and her daughters because all the men folk were down in the back or something and couldn't help.
Come on.
We're talking they're in their late 20s.
Oh man.
Really? Are you yeah. What a bunch of wusses. And I said that. But anyways, so they had their mask on, and I said, and she's the one we used to hire to keep house for us. And I said, I need you to come over and do a real deep clean, spring cleaning or fall cleaning, getting into fall weather now. So I need this house really clean. And she says, yeah. I said, I know I got to pay for it. And she says, yeah. She says, and of course they kept their mask on the whole time. I didn't have a mask on. Yeah, I would definitely, another moderator's got that. Okay, good. You're right, Maddie. You're right. And it was sad. So, but anyways, so she says, well, we kept our mask on because we didn't know if you and Judy got the shot. And I looked at her and said, well, hell yeah, I got the shot. I said, with Judy's health and my health, I said, I said, I don't, I said, yeah, I got it. I said, not everybody. And she's just like, well, I didn't think you'd get it because you was a Republican.
I don't know where that came from.
I said, where the hell did you get that idea? And boy, my son jumped in the middle of her shit. She says, that is the problem with you people over there. On that side of the aisle, you've politicized everything so damn much that now nobody wants to get it because they don't want to listen to your crap. So he laid into him. Yeah. But, you know, it's like, really? I've got a wife in there that had a stroke in January. She's had lung cancer twice. She has COPD. She has Parkinson's disease. You know, she's high risk. Why the hell would I want to bring home? Yeah, I don't want her to catch something. So if that means me not catching it, because let's say I do catch something. Well, my lungs are compromised anyways. I've got MS, you know. I've got heart murmur, all that stuff that, you know, old farts get and that, you know, I've had for a long time. And I'm not going to take the chance on me either, you know.
In other words, you're saying your check engine light has come on.
Oh, hell yeah, it's been on for years. Yeah. And, you know, it's like, I took the shot because if something happens to me, I mean, I love my boys, but I don't depend on them to take care of her like I would.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, they, you know, and you know, we know that she's got a limited number of years left in life. I'm hoping she'll get another 10 or 15, you know, by then. If she gets 15, I'll probably be so senile I won't care anyway. So,
yeah, you won't.
You know, I'm hoping
she'll be like a different woman every day, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like that. It's like that now, but it's her memory, not mine.
Like they said, the best thing about being senile is that every day's a new day. You meet all the new people, you know.
All over again. Yeah. Unfortunately, she's not senile, but she does have problems with the communications because of the stroke. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. My hair. That's funny. I got to get over here to the chat. So
that's funny.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
did
exactly.
you hear that Ed Asner passed away?
I did. I heard about that.
91
was it yesterday?
years old.
Ed
Yes, I
Asner.
believe so.
Who's
Yeah.
Ed Asner?
You know what? His most
he played on Mary
iconic-
Tyler Moore.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he played Lou Grant.
Lou
Okay,
Grant.
In yeah.
And his most famous line was when he was interviewing Mary for the job. He goes,
Right.
you know, you got spunk. And she goes,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I hate spunk.
Oh,
I remember that. You know, of course, you know, we're talking about differences in ideology a little bit on this show, and I'm going to try not to be a total dickhead about it, but, you know, John Wayne couldn't stand Ed Asner.
Oh,
He couldn't stand
Ed
it. He says,
Asner is
way
left.
because, yeah, he was way left, and you know, of course, it was in the days. It was in in the 60s and 70s. What movie was it he did with? Because they did a movie together. And
yeah, yes, yeah,
it was a John Wayne movie.
yeah.
Ed Asner played the bad guy.
Right. Wasn't Who Shot Liberty Valance?
No, I don't think so. I think it was long after that. Because it was a color movie. I think it had.
who was it? John.
Was it
Wayne
George
played
Kennedy? John Wayne played with him. Yeah, he played in the movie and
El Dorado.
El Dorado. That's it. That's it.
There we go.
That was
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
El Dorado.
Yeah. Yep. El Dorado.
Yeah. So that was.
My dad had an El Dorado.
Oh, really?
You know they still make an
Yeah.
El Dorado. I'm thinking of El Camino.
Oh,
I was say they still make those in Australia. They're called Utes.
Ute.
In case
that's
anybody
right.
doesn't. If you don't know what a Ute is, it's basically just a ranchero or an El Camino.
Oh.
Smaller version.
Yeah.
Boy, do they put some big motors in them puppies, man. Whew.
Oh yeah. And those things will
See
take
the
a beating. They
burnout
use them.
contest down there. They're famous for it. They just
Thank
get
you, Brad.
crazy.
El Dorado, 19. We got Mika Steve in here. Thank you.
Hey, Mickey
Yeah.
Steve.
But Yeah. So I
Well,
saw the news today, and it came across, and it says the war has ended. And I'm thinking, man, it's just started, folks. It's just started.
Man,
Yeah, just a new phase.
Yeah.
yeah, we just
Eventually,
hard.
we're going to go back there.
we're gonna have to probably.
Yep.
You know, that's
And
what
You know
I
what?
think
But-
next time we're not going to be nice about it. We're going to say, you know what, you guys pissed us off. We
Well,
It's a hard place to fight, though, man. That's why
Yeah,
even Russia
yeah, it
had
is.
trouble.
I'm thinking what's going to make it worse is we're not just going to be, fighting a bunch of little goat herders now. They got our freaking equipment, for God's
Yeah.
sakes. They got our tanks. They got they got our armored vehicles over there. They've got our guns. They've got friggin' money that that we left there. What the heck? And I heard today they were talking about, I said I wasn't going to do this rant, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's my damn show.
yeah,
So.
go ahead.
Sorry, Tater. I didn't mean to
No,
drop
man.
you into the middle of this,
Away.
Oh, good, brother.
But, I mean, it's like, I heard them talking today that they'd probably have to do some sort of hostage exchange,
Yeah.
maybe pay some monetary, some
Okay.
money. I'm thinking, hey, you got all that damn money. You don't need any more of ours. What the hell?
There's
and-
a guy that recently sent in a private group of contractors to get his people out, kind of like Ross Perot did back in the day. I can't remember who it was, though. I think it was Glenn Beck or somebody like that. He had some people that were over there working, and it's admirable that they go in and get their own people out.
Well, in the link in the description, Tater, they said you need to turn your volume up just a little.
All right. Let me see if this is going to be better. How's that?
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
All right.
Yeah, much better. But there's a link in the description of today's show. Let me go to it. Let's see if I put it in there. It's called Operation Recovery. And if these people are actually actively working to get people out,
Okay.
let me put that in there. And it's
I heard about that too. I think from Folds of Honor. One of the guys down here is a
Yeah,
pilot.
yeah.
And he's
okay. It said it's too long. Let me
if you look it
Let me
up,
do this. Yeah. Let me just do this. And there we go. Copy. Paste. Yeah, if I guarantee you this probably wouldn't have happened under Donald Trump. I know it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have been done this way,
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
you're supposed to do a
we needed to
drawdown.
get out.
I mean,
Yeah, it was a drawdown, but it was. I listened to Secretary of State Pompeo, who was Secretary. No, was he Secretary of State or Secretary of Defense?
I think he was the Secretary of Defense.
Defense.
Yeah, I believe so.
That Mike Pompeo?
Yeah, he's Secretary of Defense. Yeah, Mike Pompeo. He was saying today
Pompeo.
that they would Pompeo, whatever. Yeah, one of
Pompeii
them,
is
one of them
the
funny names.
mountain in the sea that got buried by.
Blew its top.
Yep.
Yeah, it blew its top. I think that was who I was listening to today on Fox and Friends, because he sounded like he was blowing his top. So I thought Pompey was the right. Anyways, so anyways, he was definitely he said he was beyond the yelling stage now. He had a conditional drawdown. They wouldn't have they would not have approached Kabul. First off, they wouldn't have given up Bagram, which was the stupidest thing they ever did.
Yep.
Now he's saying, I'm hearing today people are throwing each other under the bus, and they're saying, well, the generals on the ground were telling us that we should give up Bagram. Well, then you should have gotten rid of them friggin' generals, is what I'm thinking.
Yep.
If you have those kind of idiots running a war, you don't need them.
Yeah.
That's
Another
the
thing,
other
too,
problem.
The Afghan army just basically gave up, man. They didn't even
Yep.
try to fight. And
Well,
they were
there was
trying to help them.
and Trump was going to take out the civilians first. They would have done a drawdown. I talked about this last week, like we did in Iran. People don't realize that, but we did the same thing in Iran, but we pulled out the civilians and our resource personnel that we had there, and we drew them out, and then the last to leave was the military.
Yeah. There's actually a procedure for that kind of thing.
Yeah, this was back in the 70s we did this, and it worked then, it'll work now, and but yeah, so I do too. I mean, I do too. It's just what is really chaps my ass is the fact that we surrendered. We just gave everything back to them.
Well, yeah,
and get this. Now they're saying that Al Qaeda even offered to let them keep Kabul for the time being until the drawdown.
That's one of the main over there. Like, that's a big hub.
Yeah, and
it's going to be.
It's just.
This is true. I didn't know this until recently. I'm not too political or anything like that. I'm tend to be center right because I'm just down here in the South the way we are.
Yeah,
I love everybody. But there's.
I think most Americans are really.
Yeah, you got to realize sometimes they're trying to divide us, man, and we need to be loving on each other more now than ever, figuratively speaking. Art.
Yeah.
I had to say that because I can see that twinkle in his eye. But the Afghan army was supposed to, have the training wheels off, so to speak, and be able to, run the show. And they're so scared of those people that, I mean, that's pure terror, man.
Well, it's hello, Bill Thomas.
Hey, Bill.
There's Bill.
Fair warning, I'm still on a rant. So but I'm glad you showed up. Yes, I am definitely being grumpy again this week, and I really wasn't going to go down there, but I just, since last Monday's show, we lost 13 service members, unnecessarily, as far as I'm concerned. It was. I mean, we're talking. There were 70 altogether killed. There's still 20 still 20 service members wounded. And there was 13 that were killed, plus the civilians, a total of 70 killed and over 200 wounded. And it was because it's just the somebody's got something to say here.
Oh yeah, okay. Now he looks like he's got a couple things to say.
Yes, he does. Let me get him. There we go. You ready? It's because they're fucking stupid. That's what he has to say.
Hey, there's a lot of that these days.
It's because he's what old Joe said. And guys, I gotta tell you, his name is Old Joe because, and I'll go into a little detail about him a little bit, but that's the name he came with. He's a custom built. He's what's called a conversion, and Afghans lost several 100,000 soldiers over there. And here's the thing: part of the reason. You can say stupid on. Yeah, it was the other word I was having. Fucking stupid. Yeah. Anyway, shut up, Joe. He came up with the was sent. Yeah, he's a conversion. What they do is they take it's a Goldberg dummy, and they're a toy dummy, and they convert them.
So he was Jewish, and he became
he was Jewish. Yeah, he became. Yeah, he was a conversion. Yeah,
that's a hard thing to do, man. That ventriloquism, it's not easy. People that
it's not, and I'm not very.
Easy, but...
Yeah, well, I'm not very good at it. I can tell you, but I've been practicing. The biggest thing was learning how to use. I'm going to freak you guys out for a little. Here, hang on a second. Let me show you
Does he have
how
a
this.
suitcase?
No, he doesn't. But I got to tell you, I got him for a great price. I got him cheaper than I could buy one of those toy upgrades. They that ought to freak you guys out. He's the headless horseman now. But yeah, he's what it is this was originally a Goldberg toy head,
Okay.
and this guy, his name is Steve Berry. It's an autographed, one of a kind. He does each one of these. Now there's a company called Throw Things that you see on eBay and on Amazon, and they do them for like with what they'll have. Well, let me get his. There we go. Get all of his controls down. He's got 4 controls. This one, the thumb one, that controls the mouth.
Okay.
This one here on the index, that controls the eyebrows.
All right.
Now, this one here, I pull down on the left, his eyes go that way.
Oh,
then,
man.
but something that most now this is what a basic or what their standard upgrade. We're still talking about politics because I mean this is Joe after all. This is how his head works. It's full of nothing. Anyways, and then what most of them don't have, and you pay a lot extra for one that's done like this.
Oh, you do the cross eyes.
Yes, and
They're slow. Oh, you can do either one.
yeah, or I can do both.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Man, that's a lot of things to be doing.
That
At
it's a lot of he's got a this is called a headlock, in which it locks the head in place. But when you're using him, you kind of want it so you can so you can move him around and make him a little more animated. It's a ball and socket. But this guy takes a wood resin putty and he puts it over the top. He goes in and redoes all of the interior work on it, and then he hand sculpts these, and each one is handmade. So
wow, so they're
and
all
then
a little
it's
different.
every one of them's different. This is one I told him, I said I want one of they're called Cheeky Boy puppets,
Mm-hmm.
I said, but I want him to be an older guy. He says, I've got one for you, and this is what I got. And he sent it to me. And the others use a wig, but it looks more like it's flocking that's on those old G.I. Joes, G.I. Joes with real hair. Yeah. Yep. And their eyebrows are strictly all plastic. He's got, he's
got the fleet going on, man.
Yeah, he's got it's but and they're just teeth, he's got a nice.
Edison.
He does, yeah, he does. But anyways, let me put Joe back in place. You okay? All right, good. All right. He doesn't like it when I take his head off. Biden's head is full of wood, so he is a dummy. You're right, Joe Blaylock. That is funny. That's absolutely. Who has their hand up Joe's ass? That's the question of the day. Who has the hand up that big dummy? But anyways, this guy sent it to me, and his name was Old Joe. That's what he called him. It was just a coincidence, but he'd already named him. So if you guys can come up with a better idea for a name, I'm willing to try it because.
Hey, Lloyd, I found Old Joe's doppelganger on Facebook.
Oh, did
Can
you?
I show you?
Did you? Absolutely, yeah. I'm waiting. Do I have to click anything?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, bring it
what
up.
I got? Oh, there it is. I see it now. Yeah.
Well, that's Dr. Kevin Fitzgerald. He's a veterinarian friend of mine. He's also a comedian.
Is that really what he looks like?
Oh my God.
Yep.
He does look like Joe. Wow. You're going to have to show him this stream. Yeah, you're going to have to show him Joe.
Oh, no, he's a flaming lib.
Oh, well, never mind. We don't want to.
Man, I had it zoomed out, and I didn't recognize that was a cat. I thought his hair was kind of doing a little flippity-doo thing, and it was different colored on the end there.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
You may have seen him on A&E's Emergency Vets.
I like
Yep.
Dr. Pole, but I haven't seen too many of the other ones.
Yeah.
His
Dr.
specialty
so-
was
good.
reptiles and
Oh
exotics.
yeah, okay, yeah. There's another lady on
Okay.
there that does that.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you what's on any of these anymore because I don't watch regular TV.
Well, this
I
isn't on
seriously.
regular TV.
What's it on?
It's on Discovery.
Oh, is it?
Discovery or Disney Plus? I'm not a big.
Okay. Oh, well, I've got Disney Plus only because I'm following.
I got
I
a
was following.
7-year-old.
Yeah, well, I was following the
Mandalorian.
Marvel. Well, the
The Star
Mandalorian
Wars
and
thing
and
too. Yeah,
and the Star Wars and the new. Look who we have
Avengers.
here. Yeah, the new Marvel stuff.
Okay.
Hello,
we
Mr.
got
Hope.
Now,
What's up, fellers?
about time we got hope.
Ugh.
We got
So
high hope. We got high hope. We got
Don't run him off,
apple
Greg.
pie in the sky hope.
Man, you
where the
remember
hell is that mute button?
that?
He looked
Yeah,
like
just
he's
talk the other
swinging,
day, Art.
man.
You're not a
Are you
comedian
swinging?
anymore.
We're not what?
Art's not a comedian anymore. I thought we had this talk already.
Oh, yeah,
what is
yeah,
Just a pain in the butt.
pretty much.
He's a comedian about like a soup sandwich. Taylor.
Soup sandwich. Damn, I never had a soup sandwich.
Well, you'll be the first.
Yep, I'll be the first to tell you.
Now I've had grilled cheese and tomato soup, but I can't say that I've had a soup sandwich.
Man, that's actually pretty good.
Oh, it
You
is,
gotta sneak
man.
up on it. You got to sneak up on that one.
Yeah, that's
Ah,
a
yeah.
unique rabbit.
Yeah.
Unique up pony. What was it? What had happened today, man? I'm switching back to the politics for a second. I didn't watch the news. I usually don't see too much of it, but I knew some.
Well,
men were
we
hurt.
finished our mission in Afghanistan. The last Army aircraft and the last Army troops have left the ground.
So we have no more
Nope.
U.S. military presence there.
No U.S. military. There are still some civilians there that haven't. Yeah, he left them behind, and he didn't have to leave 24 hours early. He left, he left at midnight on the 31st. He could have left at the end, the midnight on September 1st. And given themselves another 24 hours, but he left early, and they said, "Oh, we're working on getting him out."
How much was the original time frame when they negotiated this or whatever?
Okay, Donald Trump said that they would be out by May,
Mhm.
providing, situation on the ground.
Okay.
I don't know, what is that noise?
Yeah, what is that noise?
That must be Chris's. Oh, there you go.
Oh, he just got the magic touch.
Yeah, he does.
Well,
But
not-
anyways,
Sorry.
yeah, so you forgot to turn it off, huh? Yeah. So anyways, it originally was May 1st, but that was according, it was
Yeah.
dependent on the ground situation. If they did what they were going to do, but the original plan, and this is Mike Pompeo, said they were going to take civilians out first. They were going to take out, all of their civilian assets, they were going to take out their interpreters, all of that stuff would have gone out before military, which is the way it is always done. And they would not have given up Bagram. Matter of fact, that would have been the last place they shut down. They would have shut down the embassy, pulled them into Bagram, and then left out of Bagram. This, I'm going to go ahead and say it, this clusterfuck that they've got going on over there now was just the stupid. Yeah, it's snafu. Yeah, exactly. This was just the stupidest, most ignorant way to do things. And
Did they do it on purpose like that? I mean, do you think,
Trump did.
I mean, it sounds like that was. I mean, ain't
I've-
much time. May. So I guess
Well, his idea was he set the deadline for August 31st. He set it as a hard deadline,
okay.
and he said we're not. Trump, I mean, not Trump. Biden set the hard deadline. Biden was the one because originally he said we're not leaving in May. We're going to leave him. We're going to leave the 1st of September. But then he says we'll be out by August 31st,
Okay.
and then what's it been about 12 days ago now, maybe? They pulled out in the middle of the night, 4 o'clock in the morning. All
Who did?
boots left the ground.
Military?
The military.
Didn't
Yes.
say nobody just snuck out.
Nope. They didn't even tell their allies.
Oh, well, that
Britain was stuck there with their thumb up their butt, wondering. Matter of fact,
those damn Americans, they're just leaving.
yeah, and not only that, our interpreters, they show up on base the next day to go to work, and guess what?
Ain't nobody.
There's
at
nobody.
work?
Nope.
Wow.
There's nobody there. They left Bagram and snuck out in the middle of the night. I mean, to me, and I know that is chapping the ass of the boots on the ground military. Not anybody above. Well, anybody above.
Your voicemail box is full.
Yeah. Anybody above the rank of second lieutenant, probably.
Butter bar.
Because butter bars are the only ones that probably had no clue what was going on, and they probably are trying to figure it out themselves. But anybody above that, and part of the problem is it's the woke military, because this general was so worried about white rage that he was giving a speech on white rage instead of planning the exit. The head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Millie Vanilli.
White Rage.
General,
sounds like a rock band, man.
It does, don't it? Well, apparently all us white folks are supposed to be ashamed of ourselves. Yeah, exactly. It does. I mean,
White Rage is opening for Black Sabbath.
Or it sounds like a heck of a roller coaster.
Love that, Art. That was funny. White Rage opening for Black Sabbath.
Oh, man.
It's
yeah. Man.
But anyways,
See,
and he was also
Chris smile.
That's good. He's got a nice smile, even though he's
and
fresh.
Well, he left.
Hey, where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
Something I said?
Maybe it was something I said.
I don't think he just thought that either. He didn't look like he pressed anything.
No.
Well,
Chris, come back.
Yeah, come back, Chris.
I think it was on his phone
Yeah.
or something, man. I think it's what it was.
Yeah.
He might have died. Yeah.
Man,
There he is.
Yeah.
So is there?
There you go.
He's back.
Thank you for coming back. Got that?
We thought we'd offended you, Chris.
No, I'm trying to watch. I'm trying to do this on my iPhone, and it's not working. I don't think. Is the static back?
No, it's good now.
It's good at the moment.
You hear a little bit of.
You hear a little ticking in and out, but
It's not that bad.
Yep.
If you point it out, it makes it do.
yeah, we'll ignore it. So
Okay.
but no, it's yeah. But yeah, it's the other thing is what the hell is Judy doing? Okay, I'm going to have to turn it over to you for a minute because my loving wife has decided to get up and she's headed this direction. So let me turn it over to you, and I will.
All right, I'll hold down the fort.
All right, thank you.
Got you covered.
Oh, I thought he'd never leave.
Yeah, man.
What a pain in the ass. Anyway, so how you doing, Chris? You're looking pretty dapper there. Your hat.
It's hot. Art. I've been working in the house.
Well,
I done got hot.
Y'all ain't getting any rain at all there?
Rain.
You hadn't got
a
anything
few
coming?
clouds Friday. Easterly breeze, and then nothing Saturday, and then nothing today for sure.
Oh, man. Well, hey, I know it's been hot here too. So hot, you know that song? It's too hot to fish, and it's too hot for golf.
Yeah.
There's
There's that noise again. Oh, now it's just the two of us, Tater.
Just the two of us.
Just the two.
Mm.
So I guess Johnny got a little bit damaged from that storm.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Tree knocked out a window, and I guess one of the trees in his yard uprooted.
Oh, yeah.
Just fell right over. Yep.
Did it hit the house or anything?
I don't know, but and it's not a little tree either. It's about, that big around, maybe a little bigger.
Oh, yeah. The root ball be taller than
a
foot probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had one guy that lives down the street that had a tree, did that. It uprooted and just crushed the house, and the root ball was huge.
Yeah.
It was an old tree, so we thought, well, I hated it. Could have fell any other direction. There's nothing anywhere else, but it hit the house.
Yep. Yeah, it seems like they're a magnet for trees.
Okay, I'm
falling out in the, where there's nothing else. It's like, oh, I think I'll fall over here on the house.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? It's not really funny, but this is actual true story. My father-in-law had this gold metal flake bass boat. It was a Ranger. He's kind of a Ranger man, And he was driving down the road with his wife, and they were going to go catch some crappie or white perch, as we call them down here. And as they were going down the road, 55 miles an hour, a tree fell, and it hit the boat that they were pulling while they were doing about 55 or 60.
Ooh.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, that's what I thought they said, because it looked like it was going to hit them. And he had a nice, brand new Silverado with all the bells and whistles, and it just fell and just crushed that Ranger, man.
I'd have probably felt worse if it had been a Ford F-150, but okay.
I was thinking about how do you explain that to the insurance company? You stop and take pictures immediately, because nobody will believe you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, you got to get some for the insurance too.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah, the insurance is like, sure.
Now, how did that tree fall on your boat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
you were just driving along the highway.
You sure this is
a tree falls on your boat?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's the ticket.
That was the way. But it's funny if you think about it. It was like if it did fall at 60 miles an hour, somebody had that boat's number. No matter what he was going to do, it was going to get screwed.
Yeah. It's like that's almost like I can hear the insurance man. You sure it wasn't one of them here hold my beer situations?
Back in the day, he was a hold my beer kind of guy. He was one
right.
Man, bodybuilder. He was in the gym all the time.
Yeah. We I think all of us when we were younger, and there's still a few people a little old, still one of those here hold my beer things. I'm not like that anymore, thank God. Judy wouldn't put up with me anyway. She straightened me out a long time ago.
There's a saying. When you're young, you think about, should I really say this? But when you get old, you're just like, what the hell? Let's say it and see what happens.
That's it, man. I am. Yeah, my filters since I said we took Judy to the doctor last week, and I went in there, and she the gal behind the desk who knows us, we didn't get along at one time until I called the doctor, and I said I want to know who to report her to because I'm fed up with her crap. She's a desk Nazi, and I'm not putting up with her shit no more.
Uh-oh.
And he gave me the head of the hospital system to talk to.
Wow.
And I said, I don't want to get her fired, but you need to let her know I know who to get hold of now. If she gives me crap again, that's what's going to happen. Hello, Robert Glazier. So, anyways, now she's very nice to us. She actually, is pretty, but most of his staff, about half his staff are liberals, but they're used to me and they understand who I am.
Well,
So you walk in there, and of course, Judy and I have our mask on. We wear masks because you're going into a place full of sick people. Why the hell would I want to get exposed to their?
mask required, so, yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
and it says mask required. So we got our mask on, and they hand us a mask.
Mm.
So the other day I said, "Oh, gee, thank you for giving me a Chinese-made mask for my Chinese virus." And she goes, "You didn't just say that." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Since I've gotten older, my filter doesn't work anymore." She says, "Wait a minute. As long as I've known you, your damn filter never worked."
You know what that is, though? See, there's a name for that. It's called the Dilligaff.
The Dilligaff?
Yeah, Dilliga.
Oh, do I look like I give a... Yeah, Dilligaff, yeah. Yes, because Greg is... Yeah, that's right. I remembered what that was in a Dilligaff, yeah. Yeah, do I look like I give a... But, hey, I got to take... we're already probably running over. Don't forget, at the top of the hour, if you don't want to hear me ranting and raving and carrying on... yeah, sometimes you have to be an ass to get the word across. Exactly. And I'll be honest with you. I was born an ass, but I've just gotten better. So
Practice, yes. Right.
Practice makes perfect, and eventually I'll be a perfect ass.
Hey, there was a female I knew that was, if you're a guy, you're kind of an a-hole. And then if you're a girl, you're a B. Or if you're going to get really bad, it's a C. And the C word is just like the don't go there word. That's if you want to drop your bomb and all that. Yeah. And then when we get older, this girl that we met, somebody said, "God, you're such a B." And she goes, "Yeah, I'm proud of it, too."
Yeah, exactly. Lloyd is ass cracked.
He had the Dilligaff filter turned on 10, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get that way. You just get where you just don't give a shit anymore. And I kind of gone that way with my show, And hell, look at it. I got 25. You guys can't see it, but I don't know if you guys can see it we got 25 subscribers right now. So.
All right.
There's 25 viewers, 24. We just lost one. I must piss somebody off. That's all right. But yeah. Hey, let me put myself on full screen, do a cheap plug. Remember, top of the hour, Drone Nation.
Drone.
My mic's a little hot compared to everyone else. Okay, I can pull it back.
Drone Nation.
Drone Nation.
Drone Nation, yes. But I'm going to it's time for a cheap plug, folks. Let's hope this works.
I got to get me some more fruit powder. I'm about out. It's a good band, it's a drop and merch. Get a t-shirt, a hat, or a cup too. Glad that you came and we all love you. Get your group and merch. And it comes with a free bird. That you gotta have today. And the face diaper. We'll have the sexiest face diaper on this side of the Mississippi, or the other side of the equator. Ah, I didn't see that. I like that. I have to order that.
Okay, let me pull myself out of. There we go.
You know, if you
So,
knock Lloyd over, you got a grumpy tumbler.
That's
grumpy
true.
tumbler. That's right. That's true. Yeah, yeah. So Judy snuck into the kitchen when she wasn't supposed to. She gave
Uh-oh.
herself away with the ice machine. So
Uh-oh,
I have
yeah,
to keep
you
an
got to
eye
do
on
that
her.
on
Yeah,
stealth mode, man.
yeah. Oh, look who we got here. He's coming in. Hey, Ron.
There's a
Hey,
Ron
Mr. Ron. Hey.
Lockwood.
Howdy.
How you doing?
Tired. We've been gone all day. Just got back from Minneapolis.
Mm.
Oh, what were you doing in Minneapolis?
Took a patient to the Mayo Clinic there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a long ride for you guys, huh?
Yeah, we did it in a fixed wing.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Matter of
Hey,
fact,
Ron, that was a pretty nice looking gun you had there on Facebook.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had several of them. We had about
Yes, you. What was the caliber of the one in the picture? Was that 30-06 or?
that was a 243.
Oh, okay.
43.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
what
a reach
Judy
out
and
there
I
and
have, are
touch some of them.
243s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are great on prairie dogs.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're good for deer in Oklahoma because they're
Yeah.
not like the mule deer in
Yeah,
Colorado.
that's the smallest round you can use for deer and big game.
Yeah, we had 243s, 30-06, 22 250s, 204s.
That's a good one.
7 mags.
Welcome, Steve, and thank you. Hello, Hot Rod in Daytona.
2 different types of pistols. Some custom gun my buddy's dad had. That thing was a freaking cannon. It had a shell almost the size of a 50 cal. Oh my god!
That sounds like
Oh, was that the
45
Castle?
I
454
forget
Castle.
It was a monster.
Yeah, and it's almost the length of a 4570.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
bigger than that.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Wow, that's
Thing was
big.
huge.
Mika Steve was asking, Ron, how's the move going? Are you moving?
I'm at a stalemate. Waiting to see if the house appraises. I'm almost completely out of my house. I'm kind of somewhat homeless at the moment. Kind of partially homeless. No.
So are you at work right
Send
now?
your cardboard to Ron so he can make the signs.
Yeah. A little sign and
you know, Ron, I just this last weekend, or because we bought new furniture in the house, our living room we don't use, and it ended up being a storage room.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Judy wanted new living room furniture, so I had to clear out the storage, and everything that I've ordered in the last year that came in a carton was all those empty boxes were sitting in there, and I just cut them all up into small squares so they'd fit into a big trash bag and they'd haul them off. So, man, I could have sent you 3 or 4 of those boxes just so you could have a place to live.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
You always get that duct tape, man.
Yeah. I had enough boxes there. He could have probably made a 2-story apartment out of it. As
we call them modular homes down here.
Yeah, and a garage.
Yeah. Yeah, and a garage. Yeah, you'd have been able to cover up your bike too. Just hold one of them big boxes in half and put it over the top. And
yeah, that'd be funny.
Get you a couple old broomsticks.
Yeah, we were in Minneapolis today. We were right up the street. I could see that little store, that whole thing where that whole George Floyd thing happened.
Oh, yeah.
That was right up
pretty
the
much
street.
gone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of a rundown neighborhood, but interesting day. But our patient did okay, I think.
You think? You hope?
Yeah, she's pretty critical.
Oh, is she? What was anything?
We had a what they call a dissecting aortic aneurysm. So
I know what those are.
Yeah.
That's what did John Ritter in.
Oh, really?
You want to
Yeah,
know something?
he was the one from Three's Company, and
Oh, yeah.
Right.
and he was doing his latest sitcom, the 8 Simple Rules for Dating My
Rules,
Daughter.
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah, they
Yeah.
only had
That's
one
what
show
killed-
with it.
That's what killed 6 members of Judy's family.
Really?
Yep.
It killed 3 generations of people
My
Holy
goodness.
crap.
in one family line. Now,
Hmm.
Judy's family, there was her dad and he had 2 younger brothers that were twins, and then there was her mom, and she had 2 younger sisters. Well, the 3 brothers married to 3 sisters, so it's double
Oh.
cousins.
Yep.
So
double first cousins.
they were in-laws of their double first cousins. So no, it wasn't
It's
anything
close,
like
but
that.
not
It
quite.
wasn't not quite. They were in-laws.
Yeah.
The brother-in-laws married the sister-in-laws. The incest is in another part of the family, but further back. But that's besides the point. that's the family in Arkansas. Anyways,
Oh my goodness.
That explains it.
yeah, but anyways, it started out with one of the daughters. It was Judy's second cousin. It was her first cousin's daughter. She was 32. She had an aortic aneurysm, dissected aortic aneurysm.
Yeah.
Gone like that.
Oh
This
my
lady was
goodness.
only
2 years later,
44. Yeah.
a year and a half later, the daughter's mother, Judy's first cousin, died from an aortic aneurysm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Next was this girl's brother. He died. 38, aortic aneurysm. Then her cousin's brother, in other words, this girl, the first one to die, it was her uncle.
Okay.
57.
Man.
Then the second cousin, the boy that he died, that he had died, was it him? His son died at 24 of an aortic aneurysm.
24?
And then, yeah. And then the girl, no, actually, I take it back. The first girl that died, her son died at 30.
Man.
And then the girl who first died, her brother who had died at 38, his son died the day before his 25th birthday.
Okay.
3
Now draw a
generations.
diagram of that, Lloyd.
I can't because it was hard to keep up with. 3 generations of family. The grandmother,
All right,
her
so
2
look on the
children,
board here. We
and
got this
her
woman
daughter's 2 children.
and her son, and then
Yeah,
his
exactly, yeah,
son's
yeah.
daughter. Once
3
removed from the
generations
mother,
of family all
and
died of
then
aortic
the uncle,
aneurysms.
and then
It must
the
be
cousin.
obviously genetic. Sounds
It
like
is a genetic thing.
Mhm.
You know that thing that Lincoln had that made him so tall and gangly, or made him all gangly? And
Yeah, Mirfans.
yes, yeah. That's what causes the aortic aneurysms in their family. And there's
That
still
and
one left.
hypertension is a big contributor.
Well, yeah, hypertension too. There is still such an uplifting show. I know.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
still one of the girls left. The first girl who died, her brother's daughter is still alive, but she's been tested and she's susceptible to it herself. She has that Marfan's. But the other girl, the girl who died first, her daughter, she doesn't have it. That's the only way I can explain it, because it started out with one of the young ones and it's gone generation up, generation down.
Wow.
And it took out 2 in the upper generation, a brother and sister, and 2 boy cousins.
And John Ritter's father died of the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And there's nothing
It's-
we're going
it's-
to do to fix it. The only thing I do is I keep that thing from blowing. We had her on 2 medications to keep her heart rate down and her blood pressure down. And
Right. Well, in the first girl's thing, they actually took her to the hospital once, and they said, well, she probably because she was hurting in her back, and they said, no, we don't see anything, and just send her home. Then they called an ambulance, and they listened to her and said, well, we don't really know what's going on, so we'll take you, but if it's nothing, you got to pay for the ambulance. So she said, I'm not going. Then she got up a few hours later, and all of a sudden she just keels over, and they rush her into the hospital, and they couldn't.
Yeah, when they go, you're
ruptured.
done.
Yeah.
A lot of times, if they burst in surgery, you're done. I think they put people on bypass to surgically repair that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's touchy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's my fun for the day.
Yeah. Let's talk about something funny.
Let's see. Where is that? Let's see. That's funny.
Tater, how's your
Carlson died
world
on stage,
down
heckled
there?
to death.
Well, we're still here, so that's a good thing. It's just looks like it dog-legged and went up toward Tennessee.
Okay.
And it's gonna looks like it's just gonna skirt us, but we'll probably get some of those backspin rain,
Oh, guys, hang on just a second. I want to finish this, and then I'll be right back. I gotta go fix Judy's TV real quick. So you guys, hang tight. We'll run over a little bit. And don't talk about me again, Art. I heard you. I got my headset in.
Dang, got you figured out, Art.
Yeah, jackass. Anyway, so how's the weather up in Minneapolis there, Ron?
It was warm and muggy there today.
Yeah.
Some pretty bad thunderstorms on the way home here. It was not a fun ride home. But we made her back. And got 12 more hours to go. Then I'm off for 2 weeks. So started guiding tomorrow, Tater.
Ooh, where are you going?
Over to Wyoming, working for the outfitter.
Big
I'll be there.
That's Montana.
Yeah, about the first 13 days of September, I'll be there.
Man, what are y'all after?
Whitetail, muley, and antelope.
Oh man, it's gonna be good.
All archery for right now.
Yeah, that's my favorite way to go, man.
Yeah, like a stick in a string.
Ron, my friend Rick Instrom just got back from Stewart, Alaska. He was salmon fishing. He caught some nice sized halibut up there.
Oh yeah, there's some big ones up there. Yeah, I'm heading back up next August. I'll be heading back to Alaska.
That's a beautiful place, man.
It's awesome, dude. You ought to get up there, Tater.
I'm gonna try to get up there one day, man.
I'd like to get Alaska and Delaware are the only two states I haven't been to.
Oh wow! Well, Alaska, I've heard is a lot of people go there and stay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because no state income tax.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that, but that's a good. But if you just want some space, that sounds like the place to go if you're willing to put up with the winters.
Yeah. Where we go is it's called Prince of Wales Island. It's like south of Sitka. Petersburg. It's down on a peninsula. We're about 2 hours. It's a 2-hour boat ride from Petersburg. We're in complete no cell, no TV, no Wi-Fi, no nothing for 8 days. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
If you want to unplug, that's where you go.
Yep.
Because you're going to unplug whether you want to or not.
You ever seen that show on I think it's on National Geographic or Discovery Channel. It's called
that little shit ruined my show yet or not?
Port Protection, Life Below Zero.
Oh hell.
Yeah, I think there was a female that lived in the middle of a lake or something that was really pretty hardcore.
Right where we're at. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the next cove over. Yeah, from us. Yeah.
Welcome back, Lloyd.
Yeah. Sorry, my mic was open. Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Yeah.
No, everything
we ignored you.
It was all good.
Like we do most of the time.
Yeah, that's for calling me a jackass.
Art was saying that your dummy skills are amazingly remarkable.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Yeah. Welcome to the Not Grumpy Show. Yeah. Yeah, it's just yeah, I've been on a rant. I've gone over, but I had to rant a little bit, so
Was it
Sometimes
anything
it's
like
good to
last
get it
week?
off your chest.
it was a milder version of last
Yeah.
week. I wanted to go like last week, but I thought I'm just getting tired of it because
Mm.
we can't help. Unfortunately, we can't help the
No,
stupid
that's
people in the White House.
yeah, and you kind of can't really do much about the folks over there, except for pray for
No,
them.
no, yeah.
It's
I
almost
mean,
at a point where it's not even funny to joke anymore. It's actually getting to a point it's getting scary.
no,
Yeah.
it is.
I
It
was going
is.
to tell
I
you
mean,
that I heard from somebody that had been there for a while that a lot of those Afghani people don't even know, like they're so unplugged that they think the Americans are over there to fight dragons, and that's what they really believe.
Wow.
oh,
I mean, I guess
well,
it's
there.
generations of people that have never had any kind of media or anything, I guess.
Steve says I need to kick it up a notch. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Most of the soldiers that came in there were illiterate.
Yeah.
They said it was like trying to train a 2-year-old, you know, or an adolescent. So that was the first problem they had. They were illiterate, so how can they understand basic commands when they couldn't read and they needed, they needed to understand.
So
The
they were a
interpreters
step
could only do so
below
much.
Louisiana.
Yeah, just that's right. We have that
At
problem.
least, I mean,
Not much.
yeah.
Just a little
Well,
bit.
but I mean, illiteracy. But the other problem is most of the time they had to go on a mission before payday because if they paid them, they didn't come back.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It's
So
sort of
that
like the kids that work at McDonald's.
okay.
They get their first paycheck, go out and get drunk and get stupid, and they don't show up for work for a week.
Yeah, I
You
asked
know
the guy I worked at. I said, "Why do we get paid on a Monday?" He goes, "Because when we got paid on Friday, nobody came in on Monday."
exactly.
Yep.
I
That's
said, "Well,
exactly
that
what
makes
happens.
sense."
Mm-hmm.
It makes a lot of sense. Uh, Yeah, Robert. Yeah, exactly. And
Mm-hmm.
so the other reason, and that was one of the reasons they fell. The other part, I think, the reason the Army caved is because they didn't have a command structure in place.
Mhm.
Because their command structure was the U.S. Army or the U.S. Air Force or
Yeah,
the U.S. Marine Corps.
they
They
just figured
didn't
somebody
actually
was
have
going to
people.
do it for them. I guess.
So, well, they had to have somebody telling them what to do.
Yeah, just
They
need
had
some
no
good
command
leadership.
structure. Zero commanders, or very few commanders. The other part of the problem,
That's
uh,
right, Jim.
did you see them trying to do jumping jacks? Exactly.
I
They didn't
saw that, but
understand
I
a
thought
base.
that was a joke. That
No,
was
that was real.
oh,
No.
dude, that's for
That's
real.
how.
That's bad, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is, when we pulled out of Bagram, they lost their air support. Now, this was an army that was trained to fight with air support, as our army is, as our Marines are. The A-10, the Blackhawks,
Yep.
the different gunships that we use. They're
Mm-hmm.
used to having that air support. Well, they didn't have it. So, they knew that if they got into a bad situation, they could call in a warthog to come in and just,
Mm-hmm.
clean their clocks for them. And that
Or
was
call that
it,
C-130 that's
Or call that C-130.
orbiting.
Yep.
Yeah, that C-130 that's up there with those 20 millimeter cannons sticking out the side.
Mm-hmm. Or they could
Yeah,
drop a
exactly,
Moab on them.
exactly. Or or they could bring a drone in to drop a
Yep.
3 or 4 500-pounders. And that's another thing that just chapped my ass. He's been trying to explain that it's we got the beyond horizon capabilities. Okay, so to prove his point, he launches a drone strike and kills 2 people in a truck.
What?
Oh. Ooh.
Oh yeah. There was 2 drone strikes went off this week.
My
He killed.
gosh.
He took out. Now he took out a
Was it-
planner, facilitator, and his friend, and another member of the ISIS K. That was the first drone strike. The second one,
Hey,
that's who's taking. Who
Yeah.
is who is responsible
Not
for
to be
the.
confused
I thought it
with
was
Mary
ISIS.
K.
Yeah, right. It's not going to be confused with Mary Kay.
hey, gum.
Yeah. So
Okay.
anyway, so ISIS is in there too, and so then just yesterday, I think it was, they dropped another bomb in Kabul on a truck that was supposedly speeding towards. It was loaded. It was
Like
a
a
truck
bomb
bomb.
car or something? Okay.
Yeah, it was a truck loaded with suicide bomber headed towards
Oh,
the
man.
gate, and of
Right.
course they killed civilians.
Mm.
So this would have he wouldn't have had to done this if he just kept Bagram and kept the military and kept things going, got the damn civilians out first, and then they got the military out. I mean, it's just simple logistics, and whoever the hell is in charge needs to be taken out, and he needs to be shot for dereliction of duty, court-martialed and shot.
Man,
for
that's not the way to do it.
I had to
No,
come in here and
Imagine the
wind
way
you
the
up.
people that stayed over there, what they're feeling. Like, hey, man, y'all just left us over here.
Do what,
the
Ron?
hell?
So I had to come in here and wind you up.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah,
I'm not going to go as far as I did last week. I was pretty fired up last week, and I'm at that point where everybody knows how I feel. It's just sad that it's a sad day in our nation that we have lost the war. Hung for treason, yes, Steve. You guys may not see that in the chat yet, but it did pop up in our chat here. So
Hey, Lloyd, could I show Ron a picture of Rick's big salmon?
I saw it.
yes,
Oh, you saw that? Okay.
I saw it.
yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
pretty. Now, is that what kind of salmon is that, Ron?
It was either
That'd
a
be
king
a
or
king
a big
salmon?
silver. I think it was a king.
Yeah.
Now, is
Because they
there
migrate
like
in the spring and the fall.
how are the rules? I've never fished for salmon or anything like that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
is there a rule on how many of them you can catch, and they got to be a specific size, or
Well, we're
you get
allowed.
tags for them like ducks, or how does that work?
It depends on where you're at. Like up in Alaska, you were allowed 6 a day of each species.
Okay.
No, we caught mostly pinks and silvers. The kings, you actually had to buy a stamp, and you were only allowed, I think, 2, and they were a minimum of 30 inches. Was the minimum size,
Wow.
and the stamp was like $50. But we were in late August. You get a few stragglers here and there. We ended up catching a couple
Right.
of them. But they're mostly in the spring. The kings are the real big ones, kind of like I think Rick had. But I think they also migrate in the fall as well. So he might have caught an early one. I caught a 38 incher king.
Man,
He was probably 25 plus pounds, 30 pounds.
man, that was a good fight. Then it sounds like.
Oh yeah.
Take a while to get one of those in.
But you're allowed 6 of each species. And where we were at, it was kings or silvers and pinks.
Okay.
Is what 95% of what we caught.
I like eating it, but I've never caught one.
They're
yeah, I haven't.
It's usually just trolling. You
Now,
a little bit of bait, a jig, a couple other devices that keep. You want to keep where you want to find out is where they're kind of what level of where they're
What the
hanging
depth
out.
is. Okay.
Yeah, the depth.
Mhm.
So that's why we got 2 or 3 guys on the boat. We all go at different depths,
Different depths. Yeah.
and then whoever's starting to hit them at 60 feet, 70 feet. I've caught them down at 100.
That gum.
Yeah.
Now, what's the difference between those type of salmon and kokanee salmon?
Or the
Are they both
coho.
salmon?
Yeah, they're all
Well,
salmon. It's just different
Yeah.
species. Yeah.
Well,
That's
the
on
reason
cohos.
is because, there was one that we fished for in Colorado, certain parts. They were, and that's inland, obviously,
Yeah.
and they were called kokanee salmon.
Yep.
Kokanee?
Kokanee.
Kokanee.
Coconut.
Yep.
Kokanee
Huh.
salmon.
Sound or-
like they're pretty good sized fish, but they're
Yep, they
they're
are.
strictly a
They have them
freshwater
on the Gunnison River and
Gunnison River. Yeah, that's
Antero
where we fish for them
Reservoir.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
Yeah,
them
we
in the
usually fish
Missouri
for them
River
at.
here.
making me hungry.
Yeah, my dad used to snag those things at the spillway over there. Ah, God, where was that? It was somewhere.
Oh,
We
Green
were
Mountain Reservoir?
Green. Was it Green Mountain? Yeah,
Yep.
I thought
Bert
Green
knows
Mountain
his
was over
places,
by
man.
Granby.
Mm.
No,
I
that's
forgot.
Shadow Mountain. I'm sorry. That's yeah. Yeah, Green Mountain Reservoir, spillway there. That's where we would go fishing, and I remember him standing there snagging those things, and they were jumping, and he would just haul them in. He'd get to the point where he got so many of them, he started giving them out to everybody because nobody else was catching them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We got a lot of duck hunting that goes on down here. We had the Duck
Right,
Dynasty
right.
show and all that kind of thing. And I was talking to a wildlife biologist the other day, and I found out something. One of the most fascinating things about these migratory birds, if you'll look at every single, like all these ducks and geese and stuff, you'll notice
Mm-hmm.
they fly in a V, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Right.
But you'll notice that one side's always going to be longer than the other one.
Yep.
You know why that is?
No.
There's more birds
That's
on that side.
aerodynamics.
No, there's more birds on that side.
Ah, there you go. Mm-hmm.
Shit, we walked into that one, didn't we? Well done, Tater. Oh my God, yeah, walked right into that one. So, hey,
Yep.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'm winding down, and I
Okay.
think we've gone over, and I'm sure.
Goodness, yeah.
I'm not even.
Sorry about
Well, we
that.
still got 12 watching, but I think I'm gonna wind it down, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I want to thank everybody in the chat, and Ron, what you got going on in the next week or so in your life?
I leave tomorrow morning from work here, and I head to Wyoming and guide for 12 or 13 days. And
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping sometime in that time period that this house gets appraised, and that the appraisal comes in close to what the
What you
offer.
need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. I'm gonna be live. We have a little room in the barn at the lodge. That's where I'll be living,
Right.
in the barn for the next 2 weeks.
Man, well,
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
roof over my
okay.
head, you know.
So,
it's just temporary.
did you put in an offer on the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh, so
Hope you
they
get it.
got to do their lawyering thing so they can see if you've accepted the offer and if they're going to
well, they
counter
accepted the
offer.
offer. It's a matter of what the house will appraise for now. If it comes back
Will appraise
Oh.
for?
super low, I can't afford to. It depends on what the owner wants to do. If he's willing to drop the
Right.
price, or say, hey,
Oh,
if you don't want to pay this price, then I'll sell it to somebody else. So
hopefully
that's
they're close to what it appraises for. That's
Right.
Yeah.
that's what I'm hoping.
Mhm.
yeah.
But
Hopefully
yeah,
they've
so-
done their homework. It probably will be.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But
So,
yeah, if I get it, Tater, you'll have to come up, man. You will.
Man,
will
I want to come out there. I want to do the buggy ride down the Danger Mountain of Death.
Yeah.
Let's see, I got to do that.
Have them
Yeah.
and
scare the crap out of you like you
I
did
want
with
to shoot
me.
a big gun.
yeah, Art, I heard you screaming, but I don't remember hearing. I didn't hear Dennis Lovelady screaming going down that hill.
Well, he did. He tried, but I'm like, Dennis, come on, you got to do better than that. You sound more like Art.
What about the wife in the back? She was probably like, "Oh, we go through this all the time."
Oh, she was loving it. She was loving
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When my dad
yeah,
went over to the
yeah.
Philippines, he said, "If you ever want to take a chance, just get on one of those rickshaws, man, and just close your eyes because it's going to be a wild ride."
Oh, the trites are fun to ride.
He said it'll look
Yeah,
like you're about
yeah.
to hit everybody. Just any second, you're going to die. He says, "But they
Yep,
get
yep. Those trikes that they use, those motor
Yeah.
trikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to have one of those, but they don't sell them here in the States because
No, you have to
They
make
don't-
it.
Well, they're called sidecars.
sidecars.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
sidecars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a motorcycle with a sidecar.
Yeah,
Only-
Tater,
Yeah, but I like those. I like those 3-wheel taxis they use over there.
Yeah.
I'd like to have one of those.
Mhm.
They'll hold 10 people.
Oh yeah, they'll pack them up, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, good. I could get Judy and her electric wheelchair on there. Good.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right, guys. Well, I'm getting summoned from Miss Sweet Tater, so
All right.
I'm gonna bow out, everybody.
Okay.
I love
All right.
everyone.
All right.
Take
Well,
care,
thank you.
Tater.
Good luck
Mark,
to you and you
thank you
guys,
for being
man. I
on,
want to see
buddy.
a lot of pictures. Thank you for everybody for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, take care of yourself, okay?
Yes, sir. We're
Be
gonna
Good
do
to
safe.
our
see
very
you,
best.
Mark.
Keep
All right,
your
we're
powder
gonna keep
dry.
it. We're gonna keep it real, man. We're gonna. Hopefully,
All
it's gonna be right on by, and we'll be good to go. All right,
All
see
right.
you later,
Okay.
guys.
All right.
Take
All right.
care,
All right,
Tater.
Later.
take care,
Bye-bye.
Tater.
All right, Lloyd. Art,
Yeah.
have a good night.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
We
Good night,
will
Ron.
catch you hopefully in the next 2-3 weeks. So
Okay.
I don't have
All
no
right.
computer or internet at home. I still have the house there, but there's nothing in it. Everything's in my garage.
Right.
It's ready to
Right.
pack
Right.
out. So
In case you have to leave in a hurry.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck, my friend. I really do. So.
yeah, it'll work out. Something will work out, you know.
Oh
We'll make
yeah.
it
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
So.
if I do get this place, though, I'm gonna like it. It's small, but man, it's
Right. But if it's
3
yours, you
minutes
can add
drive
on
from
to
the
it.
lake. It's got a man cave, a 24 by 32 man cave out.
Ooh,
Yeah, big shop.
Now, is this a house you're currently living in, or that you were living in?
No,
Oh,
it's the
this is
one I
another
took the offer
place.
in. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
yeah. And I'll be
Yeah.
15 minutes instead of an hour and a half from where I guide. And believe it or not, because it's further north than where I live in South Dakota, it's actually only a 15-minute more drive to work. So that's not going to be affected.
oh, cool. That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Great.
Awesome. So that'll
Mhm.
be good. So.
So we'll find out about
All right.
the 10th or so. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Keeping our fingers crossed for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Well, thank you for having me, Lloyd.
Thank-
You guys have a good night.
Hey, thanks for dropping in. You know
All
you're
right.
always welcome. So, all right.
All right,
So,
man. Take care now.
take care. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, it's just you and me,
Yeah.
and I think we're going to wind it down. I think we had a good show tonight.
Yeah. Looks like I've got a real estate gig tomorrow.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I got a call right before I got off work, called the guy back, and
Right.
going up to Bailey tomorrow. Take
Oh,
some
okay,
take
okay.
my drone up and get some photos, and
All right.
be my first real job.
Your first real job as a
Yeah.
Part 107 pilot.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Excellent. So, well, good luck on that, Art. And as always,
and then Sunday I'll be getting my little smart controller, which will be really nice.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
Yep.
now I understood you swapped that for an Evo.
Yep,
swap
my
the Evo
Autel
for-
Evo.
Okay. All right. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So, well, excellent. I hope it works for you. I hope it works.
And,
good
and
for
thanks for having me. I had a great time tonight. Always
Oh,
a pleasure
I-
working with you.
I appreciate you stepping in and being my co-host. I really do, because I couldn't do this show without a co-host. Well, I could let old Joe come in here, but he's not that smart. You're smarter than he is, so maybe not a lot taller, but definitely a lot smarter. So,
All right, well, I'll let you go and close out the show. Take
All
care,
right,
everybody
all right.
in the
Thanks a
chat.
lot.
Good seeing you. Bye-bye.
thank you. All right, you take care, Art. So, all right, folks. I tell you what, I'm not even going to bother with the timer tonight because we have gone over. But I am going to bring old Joe in to say goodnight. I know, just what you want to see, a grown man playing with dolls. Ooh, kind of scared the hell out of people doing that. Well, you did it, asshole. Anyways, say goodnight to the folks. Good night, folks, and I'll see you next time right here on the Grumpy Vlogger. Folks, remember what I say. Be kind. Treat each other better than you would treat yourselves. Remember, all lives matter, including wooden head dummies like our president. God bless. God help the USA. I am the Grumpy Vlogger, and I am calling it a night, folks. Remember, Drone Nation. Catch you later, guys.